If everybody had an ocean.
Hello everybody, how are you? My name is Chef Rob. Today we are going to make a Mediterranean bow tie pasta salad with some grilled chicken and a lot of different flavors going throughout this. There's two things we got to start off doing first. Get the chicken grilling, and we have to put our pasta in the water. So you want to heavily salt the water into the pasta. Get that water boiling very rapidly. Okay, so let's go put the pasta in there. And now that the pasta is in the boiling water, we're going to take care of the chicken and we're going to start grilling this. So I'm going to use one nice sized chicken breast. Just going to trim off any little bit of fat on the outside here. And just to make it cook a little bit quicker, I am just going to butterfly this open, just like that. And then just take a little bit of plastic wrap, like that. And we're just going to pound the chicken. And then we're going to coat it with a little bit of kosher salt and black pepper. If you want to have more chicken in here, just double up on it and do two chicken cutlets. Okay, I'm just going to turn this over and pound the other side. You can do this out on the barbecue. You could do this on a little mini indoor grill, a panini grill, anything like that. Rotisserie chicken would work for this. Any way you want to do it. I have an indoor grill, and I'm going to put this right on here, just like that. I have it on a pretty high temperature. It's just going to take a few minutes because you're getting the heat from the top and the bottom of this grill. So I'm going to put that on here and just let that cook. So while the pasta is boiling and we have the chicken on the grill, I want to cook the chicken through to 165. And then we're going to let it rest. Letting it rest is going to keep the juices inside. We're going to start making the dressing now. Okay, so then we'll have that all ready for when everything is ready, everything is cool to make our pasta salad. What's really easy about this dressing, everything just goes into one bowl and just stir it up. About a 1/4 cup extra virgin olive oil. About 3 tablespoons of the red wine vinegar. This just kind of gives it a little bit of a zestiness compared to the white wine vinegar or a champagne vinegar. So I do prefer the red wine vinegar. Well, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So I would say about a half of a lemon. Just squeeze it through your fingers. Okay. And that will be good. Take it out about an hour ahead of time so it comes to room temperature and you get more juice out of it. Okay. I'm going to add in a little bit of dried oregano. So I want in about 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. I'm going to add in some honey just for a little bit of sweetness in here. If you have a different preference for a sweetener, by all means it will work well. So about a teaspoon of the honey. And it just kind of offsets that red wine vinegar. Just gives it a really nice balance. I'm going to take this, everything that had the chicken on it, and just move that out of the way. I want to take some garlic, 2 cloves of fresh garlic, and just mince them. 2 small to medium sized cloves of garlic. Just smash it down, break it open, and we're just going to give this a nice rough chop. This has so many different flavors going through it with the Kalamata olives, the arugula with a little bit of pepperiness from that. Sun-dried tomatoes, which have a lot of flavor. Feta cheese. So really, really good. So just chop up this garlic pretty small. Okay. And now we're just going to put this right into our dressing. Going to add in a little bit of fresh ground black pepper, just a couple turns, about a 1/4 teaspoon's worth. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. So a good sprinkling in there. If you like just a little bit of heat, you could take a few of the red pepper flakes, just a pinch of them, just sprinkle them in here. And we can just whisk this up, leave it to the side, and we'll be ready to put our pasta salad together. So we're just going to take our chicken breast off here. Look at the nice grill marks. The indoor grills are really, really good for this. So we're just going to let this to the side, let it rest. The pasta is still cooking, so we can take all of our ingredients, start putting it into the bowl, and then when the pasta's cooled, we add it right in, pour the dressing on top, and enjoy it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take some of these beautiful colored tomatoes. If they are a little bit larger, like these are here, you can cut them in half. Excuse me. If they are like this, you can then just drop them in here, because you want them kind of uniform, around the same size. The colored tomatoes just really throw off a nice summery, spring into summer color. It's really inviting. Just to enjoy it. Okay, let's just finish these here. Add our tomatoes in here. Pasta just has a little bit longer. Gonna let our chicken breast just rest right here. Gonna use some Kalamata olives. Now, not everybody loves Kalamata olives. I really do. So you're just going to take maybe about a 1/4 cup, and that should be good enough, and just give it a rough chop. And just make sure all the pits are out. Okay, as you're cutting them in half, you would feel if there were any left in there. Okay, so we're just going to put this right in the salad here. Now chickpeas, I rinsed the chickpeas. I'm using one of the small containers. They're about a 9-ounce can. So I'm going to add this in there. It gives it a nice crunch and really nice and healthy. I'm going to take some sun-dried tomatoes now. So if you like sun-dried tomatoes, add them in here. This, you could add anything you want to add in here. You could take out anything you want and it will taste great. Just going back to the chickpeas a minute, it will come out to about 1 full cup of chickpeas is what I added in there. Okay. So the sun-dried tomatoes, these are marinated in some olive oil and they get really nice and soft, really nice and tender, and have a great flavor to it. It's a really good addition to this salad. And I am going to slice these as well and just add them right in here. And you could let this salad sit for a little while and let the flavors all really come together. Or if you're like me, sometimes just enjoy it right away. Toss that right in there. I do have some arugula. The arugula, it's baby arugula, so I'm going to put in about a 9-ounce bag. And I'm just going to kind of put it over to the side because I'm going to be tossing everything at the very end with the pasta. Just like that. So your 12-ounce box of pasta really starts expanding when you add everything. Just take that into effect. So this will serve about 6 to 8 people. Always serve a nice bread with it. That would be really, really good. I'm going to put in some feta cheese. It's about 4 ounces of feta cheese, and buy the block and crumble it yourself, and you will get the best flavor. So always get a nice chunk just like this. Just kind of break it up. Okay. And our chicken has sat a while, so I am going to cut that up right now, and then our pasta should be ready. So I'm just going to kind of cut it into thin strips, and then just turn it and give it a chop because I want it to be uniform with the pasta. So I want it to be really uniform and friendly to eat. So we're just going to take this chicken, add that right in here. And we'll go check on our pasta. Pasta's ready. I'm just going to finish adding in the vegetables. I'm just cutting off the ends. I'm using an English cucumber. So 1 English cucumber. This one on the smaller side, but it will be just fine. I'm just cutting it right down the middle. And then just another one. And you're just going to kind of dice it. Almost you're making like cucumber croutons. Used to do a soup when I was in the restaurant business, and we would put little pieces of crouton on top, and we call it croutons, cucumber croutons. So I'm just going to add this in here. And if you don't like cucumber, of course, don't put it in. Any of this stuff you can leave out. You want to add shrimp into the salad? Shrimp would be great in here as well. Or you could just make it vegetarian. And then 1 red onion. I'm using a half of a red onion. I'm just going to thinly slice it down the middle. And then just so it's a little small with the Bowtie pasta, I'll just kind of give it a little rough chop like that. Add this in here. And we're going to go get our pasta and add it right on top. Okay, so our Bowtie pasta is nice and cool. Ready for this pasta salad. Bowtie pasta typically now comes in about a 12-ounce box, okay, so it's perfect for this amount of recipe. Again, it will feed about 6 to 8 people. Get this all on here. And I'm going to add the dressing. Just give it a little whisk. Pour that on. You will need all of this dressing, so I would say just pour that right on. And then if you got gloves, or if you just want to kind of get in there, just give it a really good toss and just look at all the different flavors in here. This makes for a great spring summer lunch. Any of those, it'd be great. Even for dinner. Pack this up to bring to work and you just see all those flavors. So I'm just going to kind of hold that up so you can see in there. And add roasted peppers to this, artichoke hearts. Change it up any way you like and you will enjoy this. Now at the end, you can always take a little bit more feta cheese and just kind of crumble it on top, just like that. And you can always add a pinch of salt and a little black pepper to finish it off. So just a quick little pinch and a little fresh ground black pepper. And you have a Mediterranean Bowtie pasta salad with grilled chicken. So this is the way it should look. I know you should make this because it's going to come out really good for you. It's very easy. You could prep the vegetables early. You can boil the pasta early and make it a really easy. Even do the grilled chicken earlier in the day. Put it together as you're ready to eat it. Everybody have a great summer. Thank you for watching.
Everybody's got